In a time when the mind was restless and homes were filled with unseen heaviness, a wandering sage once spoke of 3 simple secrets, hidden in nature, secrets that require no wealth, no complex ritual, only awareness, purity, and intention. He said, "What you place in your home, you place within your life." The first secret is the salt of cleansing water. Salt is not merely a grain from the earth. It is a silent absorber of heaviness. When dissolved in clean water and gently placed in corners of the home, it is believed to draw out stagnant energy, like a quiet tide pulling away what no longer belongs. The teaching is simple. The outer world reflects the inner state. When your surroundings are cleansed with mindful attention, your thoughts begin to settle like dust in still air. Each day, when this water is refreshed, it reminds the heart to release anger, worry, and confusion, allowing space for calmness to return. The second secret is the salt bowl of awareness. A small bowl of salt placed near the entrance of a home is said to guard the threshold between chaos and peace. It is not the salt alone that holds power, but the intention behind it. Every time one passes it, it becomes a reminder. Leave negativity outside. Do not carry yesterday's arguments into today's peace. Do not allow the noise of the world to enter your inner sanctuary. In this way, the salt becomes a teacher of boundaries, silently encouraging discipline of mind and purity of thought. The third secret is the salt of gratitude. When a pinch of salt is taken in awareness, whether in food or ritual, too little, and life feels empty, too much, and it becomes bitter. So it is with experience, joy and sorrow, gain and loss, praise and criticism. All must be accepted in balance. When one understands this, fortune is no longer chased. It naturally unfolds. Gratitude becomes the salt of existence, enhancing every moment with meaning. The sage said that good luck is not something that arrives from outside, like a gift thrown from the sky. It is cultivated quietly, like a garden tended each day. A purified home reflects a purified mind, and a purified mind becomes a magnet for harmony. Thus, salt is not just a mineral. In awareness, it becomes a symbol. In practice, it becomes a reminder. And in understanding, it becomes a bridge between confusion and clarity. When the home is cleansed, the heart follows. When the heart is steady, life flows with grace. Salt as a cleansing tool for energy and mind. Salt mixed with water is used as a symbolic purifier that helps remove stagnant energy from the home and encourages inner calm, emotional release, and mental clarity. Salt mixed with clean water is described as a simple yet powerful symbol of cleansing that works on both the outer environment and the inner mind. When placed thoughtfully in the home, it represents the intention to release heaviness, stress, and emotional disturbance that may have accumulated through daily life. Just as salt preserves and purifies in nature, it is believed to absorb negativity from surroundings, creating a lighter and more peaceful atmosphere. This practice is not about the physical substance alone, but about the awareness behind it. When a person prepares salt water with mindfulness, they begin to shift their own inner state from tension to calm observation. Each time the water is changed, it becomes a quiet reminder that life also requires regular renewal. Old thoughts must be released so new clarity can enter. In this way, the home becomes a reflection of the mind, and the act of cleansing becomes a discipline of letting go. Over time, this simple practice encourages emotional balance, reducing anger and confusion while supporting patience and clarity. It teaches that purification is not a one-time action, but a continuous process of awareness, where even the smallest elements of nature can guide the human mind toward stability, peace, and a more harmonious way of living. Salt bowl. As a boundary of protection, placing salt near the entrance represents a mindful reminder to keep negativity outside and maintain peace within the home by setting mental and emotional boundaries. A small bowl of salt placed near the entrance of a home is seen as a symbolic guardian of space, representing the boundary between external disturbance and inner peace. It is not the object itself that holds meaning, but the conscious intention behind it. Each time a person enters or leaves the home, the presence of the salt quietly reminds them to pause and become aware of their mental state. It encourages the idea that not every emotion from the outside world should be carried inside. Stress, conflict, and negativity often build up through daily interactions. But this simple symbol acts as a mental checkpoint. It teaches discipline of thought, suggesting that one should leave behind anger and distraction before entering a space meant for rest and harmony. Over time, this practice develops mindfulness. As the entrance becomes more than a physical doorway, it becomes a threshold of awareness. The bowl of salt also reflects the importance of protecting inner peace through consistent habits. Just as a home needs a door to guard it, the mind needs awareness to filter experiences. This gentle reminder helps a person build emotional boundaries, strengthen calmness, and maintain a peaceful atmosphere within the home. Even when the outer world remains chaotic and uncertain, salt, as a symbol of awareness and discipline. Every interaction with salt becomes a reminder to stay conscious, avoid carrying past negativity, and maintain discipline in thoughts and actions. Salt. Ways. When used with awareness in daily life, becomes a quiet teacher of balance and gratitude. Its taste is neither pleasant in excess nor meaningless. In absence, it exists in perfect proportion, reminding us that life itself is a mixture of opposites, joy and sorrow, success and failure, praise and criticism. Each has its place, and none should dominate completely. When a small pinch of salt is added to food, it transforms the entire experience. In the same way, gratitude is not always loud or visible, but it enhances every moment of existence from within. This understanding encourages a person to accept life as it is, rather than constantly demanding it to be different. Through this awareness, one learns that suffering often comes from imbalance, either holding too tightly to pleasure or resisting discomfort. Salt symbolizes the middle path, where experience is neither rejected nor overindulged, but understood with calm acceptance. In this way, every meal becomes a reminder to reflect on inner harmony. Over time, this simple awareness nurtures patience, reduces inner conflict, and strengthens emotional stability. Life begins to feel more grounded, not because circumstances change, but because perception becomes clearer, balanced, and filled with quiet appreciation for both simplicity and depth. Salt of balance and gratitude in life. Salt represents balance. Too little or too much changes everything. This teaches acceptance of life's dualities and cultivates gratitude for both joy and difficulty. A purified home is often understood as a reflection of a purified mind, where outer order supports inner clarity. When the living space is kept clean, organized, and intentionally maintained, it naturally influences thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Clutter in a home can quietly mirror confusion within the mind, while simplicity in surroundings encourages calmness and focus. In this way, the act of maintaining a clean environment becomes more than routine work. It becomes a form of inner discipline. Each swept floor or cleared corner represents the removal of mental heaviness, such as worry, resentment, or distraction. Over time, this practice builds a subtle connection between environment and awareness. A peaceful home does not depend on luxury or size, but on the presence of mindfulness in daily actions. When one enters such a space, the mind instinctively slows down, breathing becomes easier, and thoughts become less chaotic. This calm external atmosphere supports better decisions, deeper rest, and more balanced interactions with others. Gradually, the home becomes a sanctuary where the mind learns to reset itself. In this harmony between space and awareness, life begins to feel more stable, not because problems disappear, but because the inner response to them becomes steady, composed, and quietly resilient. Purified home leads to purified life experience. A clean, peaceful environment reflects a calm mind, and a calm mind naturally attracts harmony, stability, and positive outcomes in life. Good fortune is often misunderstood as something that suddenly arrives from outside. But in deeper reflection, it is seen as a natural result of inner harmony and consistent awareness. When the mind is steady and free from excessive desire or disturbance, life begins to flow with less resistance. Instead of chasing luck, a person starts cultivating the conditions in which positive experiences can arise naturally. This includes clarity of thought, kindness in action, and patience in difficulty. Each moment becomes an opportunity to respond wisely rather than react impulsively. Over time, this way of living creates a pattern where decisions are more balanced and relationships become more peaceful. What is called luck is often the outcome of prepared awareness, meeting opportunity. When the inner world is organized, the outer world feels less chaotic, even if circumstances remain unchanged. In this understanding, fortune is not random. It is connected to mindset, discipline, and perception. A calm and grateful heart notices possibilities that a restless mind overlooks. Thus, attraction of positive outcomes is less about force and more about alignment. When thoughts, actions, and intentions move in harmony, life feels guided by a quiet flow, where even challenges contribute to growth and stability rather than disruption.